Hello and welcome to this half term's video. I apologise for the delay. As you can see, we have plaster on the wall now in the extension, but still no window or door, so it's a bit chilly. I'll be as brief as I can. Okay, we're going to start with our Warrior 3. So I have already introduced this to you in class. So we'll start with the flowing version. You take your weight onto your standing foot and really strengthen through that standing leg. We're going to try and hover this other foot. Find as long length as you can between the crown of the head and the heel of that extended toe. Find strength in the belly, and remember, it's a pivot from the hips. Nice and steady. On your exhale, pivoting through, lengthening away from the crown of the head to the heel. And as you inhale, lifting back through to centre now, if we can, without tapping the foot down. Exhaling down, inhaling up. What you're going to do as many as you feel comfortable to do. So 5, 8, and then however many you do on one side, of course you then do on the other side as well. Nice and strong in the belly, shoulders relaxed, lovely and long between the heel, crown of the head and the heel of that extended leg. Taking it down and lifting it back up again. And remember, doesn't matter how deeply you take it, so long as you're feeling nice and long and straight between those 2 points. Once you've done your set number, the same number on both sides, you can also then come into it and hold it. Holding it won't feel as challenging for the balance, because there's no flow, but it can be more challenging. So just see how you feel day by day. When you come into it, you lengthen through, and when you're holding it, you can challenge yourself in different ways. So really strengthen through that standing leg, strengthen through the belly, taking the hip down so that it's flatter across the top rather than opening it out. And then you can lengthen the arms away behind you, you can bring the fingertips to your temple, or you can lengthen away through the arms. And you're going to hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many breaths you feel comfortable to do it. We're going to move on to exercise number 2, which is our triangle flow. You'll take a wide stance for this one. One foot will be your lead foot, that will be pointing off towards the short edge of the mat, the other leg towards the longer edge of the mat. Draw strongly up through the legs, find all 4 corners of those feet firmly into the floor, lifting the arms up, relaxing the shoulders, lengthening over past the toes, then bringing that front arm down, the back arm lifts. What we tend to see in this is people folding forward, sticking the bum out behind them, and the chest comes forward so that they can bring their hand down towards the floor, and then they end up sort of more like this. I'd rather you stay higher, really drawing up here, keeping these hips nice and still, and being able to open the chest. From here 5 times, you're going to exhale, take it all the way around, and inhale, lifting up. So you could start with 3 perhaps, work your way up to 5. With each time you swim that arm forward, you're closing the chest, exhaling, inhaling, lifting it all the way open. Good. That's 5. Now we're strengthening here into the belly. Inhale to lift, exhale to relax the arms down. Then we're going to take it all the way around. Strong into these legs, arms lift, shoulders relax, lengthen it over, and come into your triangle. Same thing, exhale, inhale. Last one. Lovely, finding the strength, lifting all the way up and relaxing the arms down. Bring the feet together, and then we're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. With those triangles, do as many as you feel comfortable to do. Do one round on each side, and then you can always do a second set. Okay, into our Spider-Man pulse, Superman pulses, not Spider-Man. Okay, for your Superman pulses, you will have your knees underneath your hips and your shoulders above your wrists. Now, what I see a lot of in classes is this: they let the belly hang, and this is where you're going to get a collapsing feeling into this lower back here. Or we overarch too much, or perhaps send the arms forwards. So let's make sure the creases of the arms are underneath, and we imagine that we're drawing the crown of the head forwards. Send the shoulder blades down the back, strengthening into the belly, and really press the floor away. From here, you're going to take one leg out behind you without that hip rolling up. There we go. The other arm, and just gently keep your breath steady. Just pulse into this arm and leg. It will challenge your balance and your brain. However many breaths feels comfortable to do, maybe 3 to start with, 5, over time 8. Watch out for that toe starting to wander down towards the floor. Keep it nice and lifted without cut, none of this. Keep the back nice and strong. When you've done those 5 breaths on one side, or 3 or 8, do the same on the other. And the hand can come down and the knee can come down. Do take a moment in child's pose. Before coming over onto your bottom. So for this next one, we're coming into our boats with the bow and arrow arms. Again, I'm going to demonstrate 3 pairs, but you can increase the number of pairs as you get stronger around your centre. You can have your heels down, lift through the chest, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, bringing the hands behind you to start with. When you inhale here, lift through these arms, relax the shoulders. That might be strong enough for you with the heels down. Drawing the elbow back, and then lifting back up through to centre. Exhale as you draw the elbow back. Inhale as you come up through to centre. And again. Last one. Good, releasing the arms down and then coming into a relaxation. Now some of you are already finding that you're strong enough to take the heels off the floor. That's absolutely fine to do that. I'll show you that one next. When you feel that you are strong enough, that's when you do it, not before. How we would do it is we make sure we do not collapse. If anything happens here and it feels too much, lift through. You can bring the hands down. Oh, where's Oscar? Don't knock everything over, Oscar. Bring the hands down into the floor. Find your strong point. You can bring the legs off the floor. Once you're feeling nice and balanced, lifting the arms, and then it's the same thing. If you're feeling super strong, you can always lengthen those legs away. Bending them again when you feel you need to. And then when you're ready, hands down, feet down, coming into that relaxation position. And again, it's 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. You can start with 3 pairs, then go up to 5, maybe perhaps going up to 8, particularly if you're going to carry this through into over the Christmas holidays, because we've got a nice long Christmas break. And then we'll do something a little bit different in January. We've got our crunches next. So for your crunch, you're going to come all the way down into the floor. You'll shift the hips over to one side and bring the knees down to the other. What you're looking for is both the shoulder blades to be evenly down into the floor. Now, if you place your hands behind your head, be careful not to pull on the head, because you'll hurt your neck, or you might hurt your neck. Think of the chest lifting up towards the ceiling. No pressure in this neck at all. Big deep breath in, keeping the elbows lovely and wide. And as we exhale, it's this part of the body that lifts the chest square up towards the ceiling. Inhaling on the way down. Exhale. Inhale. Feeling like the shoulder blades just come off the floor. And you do your set number, whether that's 3, 5, 8, maybe even 10. Then bring the knees back through to centre, readjust, realign, and then come down onto side 2. Same thing. Same number on side 2, and then drawing yourself back through to centre, and use the hands for support. So you can do 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You might even choose to just do once through with everything and then start the video again and do a second round of everything. That might be a really good way of doing it. We're going to come next onto our shoulder opening circles. And again, this is one with our knees down to the side. So, taking the knees down to one side, the arms are out to a T. As you exhale, you take this hand over the top, coming into your T-shape arms. Inhaling, coming into your closed arms. Inhaling back into your T-shape arms. Exhaling as you come over. Inhaling as you come back. Now you can probably see my hands hovering off the floor. That's because I don't want to get concrete all over myself. If you're on a nice clean floor, you're obviously going to have your arm resting into the floor and also quite close to the wall. You'll have a bit more space if you're not on a building site. When you've done your number 3, 5, 8 on that one side, use your strength in your belly to bring these knees back through together. And then do the same on side 2. Lovely big deep breath in. Exhale, rolling up onto your side, inhaling, coming all the way back through, the shoulder blades press down into the floor. Again, your number might be 3, it might be 5, it might be 8. It'll get more with practice. And when you've done that same number on the second side, you can use this strength in the belly to come all the way back through to centre. And then bring the hands down into the floor by the side of you. Last exercise is our bridge. So the most important thing is not to feel any collapse into the neck. No crunching into the neck, no pain or pressure into the neck. And you can do that by walking the shoulders down away from the ears, gently tucking the chin, just to feel that length all the way down through the back. The feet are next to the bottom, ankles underneath the knees. Exhale, scoop through the belly and take the back down into the floor. And then when you inhale, push the feet into the floor and peel all the way up. And you can hold here. Now you might be a little bit lower, and that's all right. You might be a little bit higher, and that's okay too. But watch out for this area in your lower back, because sometimes we can lift the chest so much that we end up collapsing here, drawing up through here. So think of this kind of feeling, scooping up here, and then lengthening that tailbone away so it points off in the direction the thighs are pointing in. You can always get higher in the chest by drawing the shoulder blades towards each other a little bit more, pressing the arms down into the floor. Once you've had a few breaths there, easing out of it, all the way down. And remember to come into your full body stretch, to lengthen everything through. From there you can come into your relaxation. You can choose Shavasana with the legs released out to the side, fingertips down by the side, or you can come into a constructive rest, feet a little bit wider than the hips, knees fall in to support each other. Hands can be on the belly or on the floor. Close the eyes and try and have a good few moments here, thinking about the breath, following that breath in through the nose. And then again out through the nose, feeling the whole body sinking into the support of the mat. Take your time here. If you've got lots of time, just press stop on the video and stay here for as long as you can. But at least a few moments of peace. And then when it's time to come out of it, use your hands for support to help you up. Thank you for putting up with this. We are hopeful that at some point this will finish and we'll have our living room back and I can do recordings properly. So yeah, thank you very much. Do remember, of course, to do it as many times as you feel comfortable with, that nothing should ever hurt. Same rules as apply in class. Remember to do your warm-up and your relaxations at the beginning and at the end, but you can do it as many times through as feels good to you. So as you get stronger, start at the beginning again and do the whole video again. Thank you very much and goodbye.